Good morning, everybody. And I guess we start out with Happy Valentine's Day. And Loka and I, before we went live, just said neither one of us, well, you don't either, Scott, have anything red to even put on. And I didn't even put on red lipstick, neither did you. So, how about my favorite lady and a very terrific guy, her guy, Dana Rodriguez, if you are really being formal, Scott Shoemaker. Hey, Loka, I've known you forever.
Yeah, don't say how many years.
I can't even think. You could hardly speak English.
That's so true.
She
Yes.
still can't speak very well.
Neither can I, but it's my only
Me
language.
either.
He has an excuse. Okay. You own Carne, working class, Casa Bonita is you. And I mean, at least the food is good and I can eat there now.
That's
And-
right.
And whatever you think, it's always going to be doing great. But I guess working class was your first.
Yes.
And I will always love it. Well, I love them all. But you're doing lots of fun new things every place. So the two of you take over and start. Tell me.
Well, thank you for having us on the podcast, Gabby. I think it's a perfect day to say Valentine's Day to you and also my partner on life and also my partner at Carne.
Yeah, we got one I liked.
Right? Finally.
I didn't say that. You did.
Right? But I think I'm obviously, I meet Scott at Casa Bonita. I was the chef. He was the construction and design. And that's how we met. And then we opened Carne together. So now he's been like my right hand, helping me a lot with cleaning numbers and, the design, construction, everything that is broken. And I'm like, Scott, come and help. And also cleaning books and, help me to have a better balance in between restaurants and a personal life. So that's amazing. And it's good for both of us because we can work together. He can speak for Carne, but I'm going to tell you what we're doing at working class. So after 10 years, we have working class. We just did our 10-year anniversary party. And I wanted to do a little change, a little like makeup thing that everybody say in restaurants, like a little facelift. So we did a little bit of, I know. Yes, one of those things that we all need. So we did a little paint colors. We have a new wall. We have a new lighting. And the main thing, beautiful plants. We now take reservations,
and a big mural.
And a big mirror, yeah. So we've been doing a few changes, and on the food, probably 30% of what it used to be on the menu stays there, like the staples that people love. The rest is new items that we never have, like pork tenderloin and smoked picanha and deviled eggs and a lot of good stuff that we don't have before. What's that?
How could you put eggs on the menu? They're too expensive.
I made the decision a month ago and I didn't know that that's where we're going. So now it's good thing it's only happy hour.
Oh, okay. I happen to love eggs, and now this has become the most expensive thing in the world. But we digress. Back to working class.
Well, people asked me yesterday. They asked me yesterday, Gabby, how come the eggs are getting so expensive, but the chicken is getting cheaper?
Yeah.
And I said, well, a lot of people don't think like it's the same chickens who we ate and the chickens who provide the eggs for us is not the same thing. And people don't understand. Some people don't understand that.
About that the other night. I can't, it's too long a story, but basically, if you had only one thing to eat, what would you eat? I said eggs. Bill St. John said eggs. And then we both said maybe it should be a chicken who could lay the eggs. But I said, I don't think we're looking at it that way. So there you have it.
Absolutely. That's so funny. So anyway, so most of that is going to be done on Wednesday. New website. So when you look, it's a little refresh, it's like a little different. Beautiful colors, new shares. We try to do a little nicer thing that people are more comfortable. Used to be very industrial, super loud. So Scotty's been helping with the speakers and all of the
Oh, great.
stuff it's a lot better for people that they feel more comfortable. And
Good.
now having reservation, it make you have a secure seat. People used to wait. Now people don't have the patience to be waiting with this weather, outside, like, oh, 30 minutes for my table. You don't do that anymore. So we try to offer a few different things, that people will come back to us. Like, I feel that these days most of the restaurants that they're busy are the new restaurants, and sometimes people forget about those staple places that they've been here forever. So it's just our job to try to kind of keep it, better and nicer, and keep improving things, and provide a good experience so people come back.
Okay, well, I tasted something when I was there because I didn't know you were even changing. Something with a plantain.
Yes, that's the new empanadas. It is a plantain empanada with green chili inside and mozzarella cheese, but the dough is made with plantain. So it's still gluten free because we're very good with all the allergies, that. No nuts, gluten free, and we can accommodate dairy free and most of the things. So that's going to be on the menu. That's the new empanada. I think you like it. You try it with
Oh,
a little black bean, and yeah.
and then there was, I don't know whether you put it on a tuna.
Oh yeah, that's going to be on the menu too. It is a
Oh,
tuna
that,
sope. So we
that was
make,
my
we have
favorite.
Patty who make our tortillas every day or breads, and now she's making these beautiful sopes with a nice fresh tuna with just a little bit of like a salsa negra that we use in Mexico a lot, and it's still like gluten free and delicious and super
Oh, my
refreshing with a little bit of chipotle aioli, and it was really really good. I think you try both of them that we try for the specials.
yeah, well, that's how I saw.
Yeah.
And then
So next Wednesday is gonna be live, full menu, full website. You should come back and try all the new stuff.
okay, I think you just convinced me. I might be there even on Wednesday.
That's
I,
great.
sounds good to me. It's always good.
Yes, to celebrate your birthday.
Forget about that. Uh, and that's not up for discussion today. Scott, you're
Yes.
in charge of Carne.
Okay. Well, Dana and I were walking downtown and just happened to walk by this restaurant that was no longer open. Like we do, we just popped in without asking. We sort of uh, popped the door open and walked through and said, I said, and I could see a sparkler, and I said, "What are you thinking?" She's like, "Let's do something here." I said, "You and I?" She goes, "Yeah." I said, "Okay." So we called and figured out who was their owner, and we did a deal with them, and we did about a 2.5 month turn in there. Probably should have taken 4.5 or 5 months, but I go fast. And we opened up, and we opened in late June, and the food. We found most steakhouses we go to, which are beautiful, but we find them to be sort of very masculine and sometimes stuffy. You walk in and it just feels like you're underdressed. Maybe it's
I hope not.
right, but it feels like, oh wow, this is fancy. It's tablecloth, and they all sort of
Right.
feel like they have a similar menu. And we're like, what if we did a steakhouse that was different, that had different meats from around the world? So Dana's idea was sort of an international steakhouse with different kinds of meats and sides. It's really the way that she and I prefer to eat. And we didn't, every time we tried to go somewhere like that, we didn't find anything. So she's like, I'll open one. So what we did, we opened up, and we were met with some good reviews. Obviously, all the same, challenges you go through opening a restaurant, with dialing in service and dialing in the food and tweaking the menu. And now we've been at it for, I guess, 8 months now.
Yep.
And I know I'm biased, but I think the food's amazing. We continue to get better every day with front of house and back of house, and
Yeah.
all the way around. It's an exciting place, and we continue to have reservations on the books. And when we closed the patio, that became a new challenge with not enough seats, so we put a few more seats upstairs and did a few things. And but overall, we're really happy with it. I think it's a beautiful place.
Okay, for somebody most people know of working class. Okay, tell me, and I have, but tell me about some of the menu items at Carne that people give them an idea.
So I wanted to do like a global steakhouse. So we have the menu divided in two different pieces. One is around the world. So we have duck confit from France. We have ossobuco from Italy, picanha from Brazil. We have a beef de chorizo from Argentina with chimichurri. And then the other side is the normies, because you know me, I'm always calling fanny things like normies are what everybody will eat in a steakhouse: filet, New York, sirloin, wagyu, and then we have like the baller moves like tomahawk, caviar, wagyu, A5. So we divided in different pieces to give people the flexibility to go every day if they want to. If one day they just want a Peruvian chicken, you don't have to spend the money for a steak. And then another day you want just duck confit with a little bit of risotto. So we divide all of that so it's affordable and it's simple and it doesn't feel like you have to spend a lot of money like most of the meat cuts that they are a little bit more expensive, right? And then we have all the sides to share. So you have polenta with olive tapenade, you have mushroom risotto. We make the potatoes that I'm sure you tried before because I make those potatoes all over. Green chili potatoes, like escallop potatoes. And they're delicious with a little bit of goat cheese. And people love those a lot. And then we have traditional Caesar salad, obviously with my own flavors and the vinaigrette a little bit different. We have palmito salad, heart of palm salad. And then the tiradito is one of those traditional people say is the tartar, steak tartar. But I do it in Mexico. Tiradito is more traditional with fish because you marinate it with lime juice and lime zest. So I do the same with the steak. So you get an extra like good flavor and you get tender. So it's a really good thing to share. Or octopus has been super popular. Obviously, the theme of the restaurant is 70s. So when we're designing that,
I wasn't born yet.
you I was a baby.
You were a baby.
I was a baby.
I wasn't.
So the octopus, I call it like one of the movies, you know, like Octopussy. And people love it and it's delicious, you know, with it's a little bit like European style, a little bit of olive tapenade, cannellini beans to waste, puree, and a little bit of salad. And the octopus is marinated with achiote. It's really good. I think all the things that we have, if you go to Carne, Gabby, you don't think like steakhouse is outrageous for some people to go every day. But if you go to Carne and you're not super hungry, you can just have a risotto, you can have French fries, you can have one small protein, and you feel good. In a sense, it's similar to working class because you can choose your adventure and you choose what to pay.
And you don't frown on somebody who comes in for a simple meal. You're still welcome.
Yeah, the other thing that we did different, and Scott designed the bar looks so beautiful, and also a wine wall. So most of the restaurants with steaks, they have a giant wine list, right? And you have to go like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And then sometimes you even feel uncomfortable, like, oh my God, it's only $200. And you don't want to spend that much, right? So what we did at Carne, we have a beautiful wall full of wines with a cute notes and the price. So they go from $30, $40, $70, $90. So there is not a wine list. You go to the wall and whatever you want to spend, you grab the bottle to your table and the server open that for you.
I may start drinking again.
There we go.
I
have a lot of wine and a lot of ice for you.
Oh, yeah, as long as you have ice, I'm happy. And tofu. Okay. I know working class is only open for dinner and happy. Is Carne open just for dinner as well?
Yep.
Same thing.
Same thing.
4 to 5 is a happy hour, and 5 to 10 or 11 on the weekends. But it's only dinner, and we open Tuesday through Saturday. Working class open Wednesday through Sunday.
Oh, okay. So that was my question. Carne is only open 5 nights a week too.
Yep.
Okay, good for you. You have a real life there. You weren't kidding, Scott. Yeah, look at that smile on his face. You got my favorite, and you got my favorite lady of all time.
I know I'm lucky.
Oh, listen, you know, she calls me the Jewish mother and doesn't mind screaming at her. out across the restaurant, having the whole world look around. And my grandson idolizes her, but I don't blame him for that. But okay, so Wednesday through Sunday is Carne.
Working class.
Working class, and happy hour is
5 to 6.
that's what I thought. Okay.
And then Carne is open on Tuesdays, Tuesday to Saturday. So we have just Monday that overlap and everybody have the same day off. And we open at 4 for happy hour. So it's an hour early at Carne. 4 to 5 is happy hour, and then 5 to 10 or 11 on Friday and Saturday.
Okay, I suppose before we say goodbye, we should say you do have something to do with Casa Bonita.
Right? I mean, I still do all I'm the culinary director. So I go there and do menu change. And if it's an event that we've been doing a lot of things for nonprofits that we wanted to, bring people over there and give the opportunity. I did one of my favorite, it was this kid that is Make-A-Wish.
Yeah.
So we bring him over there and he play in the arcade, and all he wants is to have foster parents for Christmas.
Oh my God, I'm crying thinking about it.
And you know me, I'm the same way, and I'm like, oh my God, I have room for one more, I always I wanted to be part of everything. So it was so beautiful. It was really nice. And we asked, you like the food? Can we make you a burrito or whatever? But the time is limited when we do these events. But it was very interesting. He was doing an interview. And then they asked him, what do you think of Casa Bonita? Open the doors just for you, and you come and have fun. And he say, the best perfect line, it's better than Disneyland and it's not expensive. So it was so nice. So that's what I've been doing, getting more involved. We're going to do a nice event for Latino First Foundation because I'm doing a scholarship under my name, and I want to bring the people to Casa Bonita as a gift for what they've been supporting that. So we've been doing a lot of those things. So most
I have
turns
just
on food.
Yeah. No, let her go. I just wanted to say you support all the charity things for me too. So I know that you are incredible. Go.
Well, that's what I do. I just do more the events like that, and then menu change. And obviously when the guys are in town, I go and eat with them and see what we can improve and just do a walkthrough. And that's my role over there.
Good for you. Okay. Quickly, how do they get to, Casa Bonita, they'll figure out. Carne, working class. We have the hours to make a reservation, or what's the names of the websites?
It's Carne-AND .com and workingclassdenver.com.
Okay, and they can make reservations right.
They can make reservation online. Yeah.
I love you dearly. And for everybody, please like and subscribe to The Gab on YouTube. It's GABB/Gabby Gourmet. On Facebook and Instagram, I'm just Gabby Gourmet, and how it got so complicated, I'll never know. And I love you to death, and you know it. Have a wonderful Valentine's Day to all of our viewers, and I'll see you personally at Working Class with the two neatest people. And I'm glad you found each other, and I'm sure glad I found you long ago. Thank you.
Thank you. We love you. See you Wednesday.
Okay. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. I better make a reservation.
Yes.
Or two at the bar.